In this episode of The Big Vision Show, I'm taking you inside my home. Puppies! Yeah. Hey there, I'm Max Simon and welcome to The Big Vision Show. This is all about how you can reach more people and thrive financially. Now, in today's episode, we're gonna do something a little different. You see, people always ask me, what are my personal routines? What are the extra unique things that I do in order to keep myself really healthy and vibrant and alive so that I can show up fully in my business? You see, so many people don't realize that one of the greatest strengths that they have in their business is them. And so if you don't have the necessary levels of vibrancy, of energy, of clarity, of ability to really show up powerfully, it doesn't really matter how smart or strategic you are. None of it's going to really land impactfully in the people you're trying to serve. Now, if you're new to my world, you'll know that one of my most famous secrets is my morning green drink, my morning smoothie. And today I figured I would actually take you in my kitchen and we would make one together. You ready? They're quite delicious and interesting. So here we go. First thing that you need is, I like to use nut milks, which are non-dairy forms of milk. So this is an organic almond milk. You can use a rice milk. You can use a what's it called, hemp milk, even soy milk can work for you. So add about half of your cup of almond milk. And I like to use the vanilla one just because it gives it a nice little flavor. And by the way, this little contraption is called a NutriBullet. So it's like a blender, but a little bit smaller, and it gives you individual cup sizes. And this little thing just kind of pops off and screws on here, right? So fill it half with almond milk. Then I put in a half of frozen bananas. So these are fresh bananas that I just throw in the freezer so that you don't have to use ice cubes. So they're still kind of pretty much fresh because they're really just from this week, but they're frozen so that we don't have to use any ice cubes, and that way you can just use this frozen banana. It gives a little bit of a sweeter texture. It is a little bit of sugar, but natural sugar. Then we use hemp seeds, which are from Nutiva. We like that brand the most. They're organic and it's a good company. You can do about maybe a half a tablespoon of hemp seeds. These are a great source of protein. They're also a good flavor. It gives kind of a nutty, rich flavor to it. The protein that I use, and I've tested a lot of different proteins, is this Lifetime Life's Basic plant protein. And the reason I use a plant protein is because I know it's easy to digest, and it also doesn't have a really weird, gritty flavor like a lot of the rice proteins, but also is very easy for your body to absorb. So do a good full scoop of this plant protein, and of course, since it's a green drink, it helps that it actually is green. And then we move into some of the more specialty ingredients. So this is a vitamin mineral green by Health Force Superfoods. And this is just all sorts of different green supplements and powders and live foods blended together. So I think there's like spirulina and kelp and chlorella and gosh, there's so much stuff in this. And this is probably the greatest source of energy, meaning this will help you feel just more clear-minded, more focused, more alive, and it really does feel like you've just had like a shot of an energy drink. And then my favorite parts, which is some cacao nibs. These are raw cacao nibs, so you know what they make chocolate out of. This is the raw bean that they take and then they basically chop it up, dry it, and then chop it up into these little nibs. It gives it good texture, and also cacao is a great source of energy. And then I use some raw cacao powder. Let's see, I use Navitas as a company. We just buy this on Amazon and ship it right to our door. And I'll do like, maybe a half a tablespoon of cacao powder as well. Then you just fill it up, the rest with water. And if you want to make it extra special, and I didn't put it out here, so I guess I'll leave it out of this recipe, but do like a little half a tablespoon of sunflower butter or almond butter or something like that. It gives it a little bit of a kind of a heavier, meatier texture to it. So let's blend this baby up, huh? It's just about all you need. Now you've got a morning green drink. And it actually tastes amazing. I have one of these every morning. It's the perfect way to start your day, giving you tremendous energy, a clear mind, and an ability to really go forward and playful out in your days. So good. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, and 2 things for you today. 1, if you have a morning recipe or smoothie or juice that you make that's a favorite of yours, share it below. I'd love to try it out, and I'm sure everybody would love to see what it is that you do. And secondly, if you want my recipe of my famous green drink, go ahead and click the link below, and because you're a loyal subscriber here, I will give it to you as a gift. And as always, if you love this show, share it with all your friends. Let's spread the green drink love. Thanks so much for your time. I'll see you in the next episode. Much love.